Shalom Juice Gang family, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all a PCOS grocery haul. I have been getting a lot of requests on my Instagram where women have been sending me personal messages asking me to share some more PCOS videos, and even on my YouTube I have been getting the same request. Ladies, I know I said I was going to take my channel in a different direction, and I feel bad because when I made this channel, it was basically supposed to be a fertility channel to help women to get pregnant that was dealing with the same issues that I was dealing with. Unfortunately, with YouTube's new rules and everything, I just don't want to get in trouble. So with that being said, I have to make videos that I kind of figure I can still help you all, but do it in a different way, without being so blunt about it how I was before, just basically just spilling all the tea, giving you all everything. So with that being said, I decided to share with you all a grocery haul to show you all some items that I personally like to use and keep in my house, so that way I don't trigger any of my PCOS symptoms. So with that being said, please understand that I am not a doctor, so please do not switch diets or try to basically follow what I'm doing without talking to your doctor first. I got to put that out there and say that for the safety of myself. So with that being said, let's go in the house and see what I picked up. So here is everything that I picked up from the store, and I'm going to go through everything one by one and explain to you why I personally picked up these items. So let's start over here with the bacon. I picked up the Applegate's turkey bacon because it doesn't have any hormones or any antibiotics. I like to go with this brand for that specific reason because I have PCOS and I don't want to feed the cyst and I don't want to trigger any of my PCOS symptoms. But I usually like to go to my local Amish market, but I'm pretty stocked up on everything, so I didn't want to ride all the way out there just to get bacon because that's like a 45-minute ride. But if you have an Amish market in your area, support them and go there because in my personal opinion, they're doing everything the right way, and that's some of the best quality meats that I have ever had. But I like to go with this brand when I don't feel like taking the ride all the way out there, and I picked up 2 packs of this bacon. Then I have here some organic eggs that I picked up from Aldi. I like to go with the pasture raised, but Walmart was all sold out, so I had no choice but to go to Aldi's and pick these up. And I picked up 2 packs. The other one is in the refrigerator because I didn't have enough room on my table. But if you have someone in your area who has chickens and they're selling them, I would recommend that you go and get them from them. Seriously, I had a lady who was doing it, but once things kicked off with the pandemic, she stopped. Those were some of the best quality eggs I ever had, and it really put the pasture-raised eggs to shame. The yolk was just so beautiful. Oh my goodness, and golden. And then I have here some alfalfa sprouts, and I picked these up from my local organic store, and I like to use broccoli sprouts as well, and I have those in the refrigerator, but I like to alternate back and forth with the sprouts. I like to add them to my smoothies. I like to add them to my salads. They're really healthy and good for you. I actually want to try to start, growing my own, but we'll see what happens. And then I have here 2 peppers. I have orange and red. I love to use peppers. I have green in my refrigerator. And I like to buy these in small quantities because I like to make sure that they're fresh. But I have a recipe that I want to use with those. So that's why I personally just picked up these specific 2. And then I have here some raspberries. And then I have 2 packs of blueberries. And then I have back here some organic strawberries. I picked up 2 bags of these. The other one is in the freezer. And if you're going to do strawberries, please always make sure that you're getting organic because the strawberries is on the dirty dozen list. If I could get everything organic, I would, but I'm on a budget, especially now that I'm trying to prep and store food. So I have to choose my battles, but always with strawberries, ladies, make sure that you're using organic because remember, you don't want to trigger your PCOS. You want to eat food natural as possible and food that just basically comes from nature, the way how God naturally wants us to eat. And we're never was supposed to spray harmful chemicals on our food. So that is a no-no. And then I have back here some tomatoes. I love to use tomatoes and add them to my salads. And then I have back here some salad mix. And I picked this up from Walmart. I also like to use arugula, but I already have some in the refrigerator, so I wanted to alternate again and get some spring mix. And my kids, kid you not, they love salads too. And then I have here my low carb, 0-calorie Zevia soda. So this is cream soda. Black cherry is number one, my favorite. And in the refrigerator, I also have root beer. So let me get a close up on this so you can see what I'm talking about. I love this soda. Literally zero everything. There is nothing in it, and it tastes just like the real deal. And for those of you all who may have family members who are diabetic, this is perfect for them because you're getting those good flavors, but you're not getting any of the sugar or harmful chemicals. I stand by this brand. I love this company, and I will always buy these as long as they have them. And then I have here some Brussels sprouts because I love roasted vegetables. And I love Brussels sprouts with bacon. And it's really good. And I'll have them with some eggs for breakfast. And then I have here some lemons. I love to add them to my water with some cinnamon and some apple cider vinegar. I also like to use lemons in recipes, especially if I'm doing like a garlic butter lemon sauce or like some lemon pepper wings. I always like to have these in my home, and they're good for cleaning out your liver. And then I have here some asparagus. I like to have asparagus with steak or with lamb, or I'll have it for breakfast with some eggs and avocado. Sometimes I like to wrap bacon in asparagus and have it like that. Love asparagus, definitely a staple in my home. And then I have here some red onions. I love to use onions, and I love to use red onions. If you all haven't noticed yet, if you all have been watching my cooking videos, I love red onions. And then I picked up 2 avocados. I already have some that's ready to go, so I decided to go with the green ones. So by the time I go through my other ones, these will be all ready to go. This is a good source of healthy fats. My kids love avocados. It's brain food. I like to add them to salads, smoothies, or I will basically just eat them by themselves. I like to make chocolate avocado pudding. It's so many things that you can do with avocados. I just love these, and like I said, my kids love them too. And then I have back here some cheese. And if you're going to use cheese, make sure you're getting a good quality cheese. And I like to go with this raw cheddar cheese because this company is doing things the right way, in my personal opinion. And it's pasture raised, so this is what you want to go with if you want to go with dairy. But if you don't want to use dairy, then you can go with this company. And as you can see, I love spicy food, so I have here the jalapeno. I love spicy food. And yeah, I don't have cheese or dairy in my diet all the time, and when I'm not in the mood for it, this is what I'll go for. And then I have here some nutritional yeast flakes, and they're loaded with B vitamins, protein, and fiber. And I like to add them to soups, add them to my salad, and I like to sprinkle them on broccoli. I love broccoli. My kids love broccoli, so I keep broccoli stocked up in the house, and I love to sprinkle this on there. So yeah, that's another staple. Then I have here some low carb barbecue sauce, and it is organic. And I have here honey mustard, and these are low carb. I love this company, and I love to have them in my home, and they're also keto approved. And then you all know that I love to use avocado oil, and if I'm not using avocado oil, I'm using coconut oil, and I'm also using my Kerrygold grass-fed butter. And I like to go with the unsalted because I like to use sea salt, and I like to be in control of how much salt that I put in my food. So this is why I like to go with the unsalted. And I picked this up from Walmart as well. And then I have here some tahini. I love tahini because I love to make hummus. Hummus is one of my favorite things to use, and I like to use this also to make salad dressing out of too. I really love tahini. And then I have here some organic peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I'll eat it with celery, or if I'm in the mood for like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, yes, peanut butter and jelly, but I'm using homemade low carb jam that I like to make with my chia seeds. And the bread that I like to use is Ezekiel 4-9 bread, and that's days that I'm going in for a carb up. I like to do carb cycling. Some people like to do keto cycling, and my kids also love peanut butter as well. And then I have 2 jars of organic tomato and basil pasta sauce for times when I want to have spaghetti or if I want to make pizza. And then I have here some coconut water. People who are on keto, who are diehard keto fans who stick to it strict, they wouldn't use this. But me personally, I like to do a combination of low carb and keto and eat clean. So for me, this works. And if you've never had this brand, oh my goodness, you need to try it. They didn't have the big ones. They only had the little ones. So I just grabbed 2. And I was so sad that they didn't have the big ones because I usually like to rack up and buy like 6 at a time. But this tastes so good. It's so creamy. It tastes just like the real stuff. This is like the best. And I have had plenty of coconut water. But this pressed coconut water is the real deal, baby. And then I have here some kombucha. This is lemon and cayenne, and I like to go with this because the sugar content is not that high. I like to go for the ones that are really low. I try not to go past like at least, what, I would say like 10 grams of sugar, but I try to stay under there. Like times when I'm going in for like a carb up, then I'll, have those. But for the most part, I like to go for the ones that are really low in the sugar. And again, I really love kombucha. I love fermented foods. And then I have here some cactus water. Yes, cactus water. If you never had it, you got to try it. And then I have here my keto ice cream. This is something that I like to have for a treat. I brought 4 altogether. The other 2 are in the refrigerator. And think about this. This is 5 net carbs per serving. Now, if you're not a fan of dairy, they do have sugar-free dairy ice cream. And I like to get butter pecan. And I think that's by a company called So Delish. I really love that as well. But I am a big fan of mint chocolate chip. I just love mint chocolate chip. I really do. It's like that and butter pecan are my 2 favorite ice creams. And when I brought this, I fell in love. It's very creamy. It's good. The best in my personal opinion. And I picked those up from Aldi. And then I have here some organic probiotic whole plain milk. Again, organic. You want to make sure that you're going with organic. So yeah, this is some yogurt. And I like to add my berries and fruits to this and have that as a snack with some hemp seeds and some chia seeds. Then I have back here some organic almond milk, and this is unsweetened. I love to add this to smoothies, and my kids love this as well. Then I have here these coconut wraps. These are raw, vegan. They're organic, non-GMO, paleo, keto, gluten-free. I love these to use in replace of bread because I don't eat bread at all. Again, if I'm going in for a carb up, I'm using Ezekiel 4-9 bread. But when I'm not having any bread, this is what I'm using. I love coconut. I really do. So I also have coconut cream that I like to make fresh from scratch and use that. But I really love these wraps. If you haven't tried these, you are definitely missing out. But if you're not a fan of the coconut, then this isn't going to work for you. And then when I want to have pizza, I love to use this, the cauliflower crust. And it's low carb. It has a good source of protein. It's gluten-free. It's grain-free. And it only has 3 ingredients. And I picked this up from Walmart. And I would use my tomato sauce, my cheese, and then add my toppings. And then you have some good homemade low-carb pizza. And then I have here some cod liver oil. I love to use cod liver oil because it's good for the heart. It's good for the brain, healthy immunity. I really love to use this. And I also use this when I was pregnant with my kids as well. And I love to keep cod liver oil in my diet. And then I have here the Sun Warrior Protein, which is also keto friendly. Love this. It tastes so good. I'll add some strawberries to it, some hemp seeds, and some chia seeds, and boom, I got a nice smoothie. And I kid you not, this makes smoothies taste so good. And like I said, it's keto, it's low carb, and it's number one on my list. And then I have here my monk fruit sweetener. I always love to pick these up and have them in my stash. I love this. I also even use the syrup. They also have a syrup, so I love to use this. It's low carb, it's keto friendly, 0 on the glycemic scale. You're missing out, ladies. You gotta stick with the real stuff and get rid of the fake stuff. So then I have here some fermented kraut, and this is cabbage and garlic, salt and pepper. And I usually go for the spicy ones, but I wanted to try this because roasted garlic is good for you. And you want to make sure that you're having fermented foods, because our ancestors did a lot of fermented foods, and they have live raw probiotics in this, and that's good for your gut health. You want to make sure that you have good gut health. Remember, our ancestors, they didn't have refrigerators, so how else were they getting those good live probiotics? They were doing a lot of fermenting, and that's something that we have come away from and something that we need to go back to. And then I have here some kelp noodles. You all know I did that Cajun chicken Alfredo recipe, and again, if I'm having spaghetti, I like to use that. And then I have here some cacao nibs. I love cacao nibs. I like to use them in my fruit bowl, sprinkle them on my yogurt. The kids love them on top of their bananas, and those are unsweetened. And then I have here some hemp seeds. Love my hemp hearts. It is full of good, healthy protein. So that is basically everything that I picked up. I hope this really helps you all out. And yeah, I'll be sharing more videos like this in the future. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you all have been loving the videos that I've been pushing out for you all. I will be sharing more PCOS grocery hauls in the future. And if you all like seeing videos like this, then please give this video a thumbs up because it helps support my channel. And I will see you all in my next video. I love you all. Shalom.